Jon Jones and Daniel Cormier have had a very intense rivalry over the years where they absolutely hate each other. However, on the recent episode of the DC and Helwani show, Daniel Cormier mentioned that Jon Jones is the best light heavyweight to ever do it.
Even today, for as much as we love Jan Blachowicz and how great he did, I still think that Jones is the best 205 pounder in the world.
Wow. That obviously means a lot coming from you, given your history with Jon. So I appreciate you saying that.
Petr Yan and Aljamain Sterling have recently been going back and forth on Twitter. Petr Yan posted this on his Twitter saying, "Glad to see the champions fight now." Aljamain Sterling responded back saying, "At Petr Yan, please allow me to cleanly knee you in the temple while you aren't looking. Let's see how much of a clown I would be then. I can admit round 4 you were starting to land more shots, but the fight was statistically close despite me fatiguing early. The clown here is you." Petr Yan responded back saying, "Paper champ ducking the rematch already." Aljamain Sterling responded back saying, "I didn't know he was down. I'm going to fake apology now." He followed up with, "Maybe Petr Yan needed a break from champion." Petr Yan responded back saying, "You took that knee like a champ. Done celebrating yet?" Aljamain Sterling ended it off with, "Celebrating what? 2 training camps for your dumbass to just do some dumb illegal. How does the champ not know the rules? Because you're stupid to know the rules. I have to start training again for a rematch. Bravo champ, bravo." Megan Anderson reacted to her submission loss to Amanda Nunes and posted this on Twitter saying, "This game has the highest of the high and the lowest of the low. This was the one we wanted to win, but it's the fight game. We'll be back."
What's up guys, Gilbert Burns right here. And last week, March 2nd, we get a special visit right here in Sanford MMA. The champion, Kamaru Usman, a former teammate, my last opponent, so he came here. We got a friend of ours, Sean Cerrone, is fighting in Abu Dhabi. He's very close with Kamaru, so Kamaru's gonna be cornering him. And he came to the gym. I believe he's in South Florida because, he got his daughter living right here, Samira Usman. For sure he's spending time with her, and then he just came to the gym. And then it was good, the respect is still alive. And we shook each other hands, we exchanged a couple words, but we all good right now, but still believe we're gonna see each other again soon in the octagon.
About to do a nice recovery session. Not much to recover from. Just had a little coconut from, oh yeah, that knee. Yeah, that.
Just did 3 rounds on the Oculus, thrill of the fight. I'm telling you people, get this thing, it's like $300. Do 3 rounds of this a day. Incredible.
So check this out. This is what happened with the Petr Yan fight. Back in the dressing room, when they tell you about a grounded opponent, if the knee's down or not, they started explaining to you about the hands, putting your hands down. And they said but they were talking about if a guy's standing up and putting his hands down like this. He's got to be up. And if he's playing the game of putting his hand up and down, you can go ahead and hit him with a knee. So Petr Yan thought he just had a little misunderstanding in communication.
Oh yeah, boys. Just out for an afternoon rip. Hey you guys, yes, let's sweat, let's work hard, because the world belongs to those who work hard to make it better. Yes, and there's some bad things that comes for our good. So let's move on.
What's up, everybody? You guys, welcome to this episode of Breaking Down the Fight, where I'm going to be breaking down UFC 259. Let's get straight to it. Megan Anderson versus the Lioness Amanda Nunes. Oh my God, that fight it's hard for me because sometimes people are not mentally ready, and I don't know Megan or whatnot, but sometimes you could fight for a championship fight, but it doesn't mean you're actually there. Especially when Amanda Nunes caught her in the first round with the same shot over and over. You figure somebody would wake up, but sometimes the lights are so bright, and depending on who you're fighting, that you're there, but you're not there. So for that reason, Amanda Nunes, again, she's running out of competition. If I was in her situation, I would talk to Dana White and literally start doing a cross promotion with Bellator. Maybe a rematch with Chris Cyborg, going to ONE FC, because pretty much there is no competition for her in the UFC. Let's go to the second fight. I'm gonna have to go Aljamain Sterling, Aljamain Curling, Silver Sterling versus the ugly potato Petr Yan. That fight, I thought Petr Yan was fighting a great fight. I think kudos to him. He was patient. His defense was not. He was well aware of Aljamain's elbows, spinning elbows, kind of knees flying to the middle, even though Aljamain did catch him. But I will say something about Aljamain Sterling. He tried to fight the same fight that he fought Pedro Munoz, and that does not happen in a 5-round fight. So if I was to give Aljamain Sterling, Curling Silver, some advice, is like, you need to understand your threshold, man. You ain't gonna get rid of somebody in 3, especially a caliber athlete like him. You need to understand your threshold. How is it that you can finish the race correctly within 5 rounds? Anyhow, he eventually ended up getting hit with an illegal knee, and that was that. And I do want to apologize to Aljamain. I really do, because I was a little upset, a little mad, but at the same time, I was more mad at the fact that he ended up doing the interview and the tweets, and I saw the pictures with him with the belt, and I'm just like, man, it just rubbed me the wrong. But at the end of the day, it was a legal strike by Petr the Ugly Potato Yan. So for that reason, you know, that's just the way the fight goes. They're gonna have a rematch. I don't think it's gonna change, man. I think if I was to tell Aljamain, you know, forget all that belly, man. You know what? Just focus on those big one strikes, man. Try to get through Petr Yan, Petr the Ugly Potato Yan this time. So I want to apologize to him by some of my tweets, because I was just a little upset by it, but you know, that's the name of the game. Anyhow, the main event, and I said this before, man, those who truly, you know, follow me or whatnot, I've always said, it's like, to be a true mixed martial artist, you have to be able to just adjust and make adjustments, and you know, the Polish Nightmare, he did a good job, which I somewhat feel that Israel Adesanya actually won the fight. I had him winning those 3 rounds, and I don't know about those 10-8 rounds, which is crazy to me, you know. But either way, it just shows that he has a lack of ground game, and he couldn't get up, obviously with the bigger man, but that's still no excuse. You had to be able to strike, and you have to be able to wrestle, and you have to be able to do jiu-jitsu, and you have to be able to get out. So you got the technical, the tactical, and then you have the hustle, and you had to be able to do all of them. And I would put Israel Adesanya in this category. You have your George St. Pierre, you have your Demetrius Johnson, you have your Jon Jones, and I'm even going to put myself in there too. You have your Triple C. These are guys that can mix things. When I'm getting beat up, I can rely on my wrestling. Let's just say for whatever reason I'm losing my wrestling, I can go to my striking. In other words, we are well-rounded. Demetrius, George St. Pierre, Jon Jones, and myself. But I would put him in the category of the Anderson Silva, Jose Aldo, and then I would put him, guys that are really good at their craft, but you know, they're somewhat limited. And again, I'm not hating, man. I'm just stating facts. Because I was actually kind of going for him. I think it would have been cool to see, you know, a 5th double champ in the UFC, because it only elevates exactly what I'm doing. But anyhow, now you guys notice that it's not as easy as you think. So again, that's me breaking down the fights. UFC 259 Triple C is out.